What bank?
Here's the deal.
What bank?
Here's the deal.
Both of you.
I need your ID.
What bank?
Look at that.
I need your ID.
Can you answer that? What bank?
I need your ID.
For what?
Sir, I'm now going to tell you.
Now.
Give me your ID, or I will place you under arrest.
Oh, that's all we need right there. Thank you. Thank you.
Under threat of arrest? You shouldn't have said that, sir. We on the sidewalk.
Up, bro.
We on the sidewalk.
You just fucked up.
If you tell me, you told him.
I will place you under arrest if you don't give me your ID as well.
Okay, and are you aware that's a 4th Amendment constitutional violation?
The 4th Amendment.
That is.
No, you do not.
What's the 4th Amendment, officer?
Give me your deal.
Okay.
Alexander Jackson.
Can you say that for me, sir, for me, please?
Give the ID.
To who?
Give
to
the
who?
ID.
To you?
I'm going to ask you.
No,
Give me the ID.
He said it together.
He didn't. I thought he was talking about to you, though.
No, I said both
of us. Yeah.
Give me your ID, or I will arrest you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Either way.
Okay.
So what is that ID going to do for
That's twice he
you?
said that.
That's I didn't hear it. My bad.
Okay.
I thought he was talking to him.
No, that's good.
What is that ID going to do for you?
It's going to let me figure out who you are.
It's going to let you know if I've been inside of a bank or not?
It's going to
No.
identify you
No.
as far as
You're
if
the lieutenant?
Yes.
Last time I
You're
checked.
one of the dumbest lieutenants I've ever met.
It's
I
okay.
appreciate that.
And that's your First Amendment right to feel that way.
And it's not your First Amendment right to be talking to the public with that bullshit in your mouth.
I'm shocked.
Okay.
I'm really just shocked, sir. Especially with you. It's okay with him, but you just supposed to be a little bit more knowledgeable, sir.
I am more knowledgeable.
It's not okay with him.
I can tell you that. About
I can
tell you that in the state of
he's
Mississippi during an
experienced.
investigation, I have a right to ask for your ID.
Are you investigating a misdemeanor or a
It
felony?
don't matter what I'm investigating as long as I'm
You
investigating.
need a crime, sir.
You're investigating a bird
It
pooping on
don't
the
matter.
sidewalk.
A
You gotta
misdemeanor and a
identify that
felony are
bird.
both a crime, so you don't know what you're talking about.
You need
as
reason.
long as I'm investigating a
Reasonable,
call.
articulable
It's okay.
suspicion of a crime.
And I got that. I can articulate my
your ID,
suspicion.
sir. Give me your ID or I will place you under arrest. Those aren't words from a felony stop. They're words spoken to two men standing on a public sidewalk holding cameras, doing absolutely nothing but watching cars go by. Picture a scale. On one side sits the United States Constitution, printed, bound, and older than the police department that's about to violate it. On the other side sits a single unverified phone call. Tonight, in Senatobia, Mississippi, that phone call outweighed the Fourth Amendment. That's the entire story in one image. And by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how that scale got tipped. Before we go any further, make sure you're subscribed to Police Misconduct Case, because we don't just cover the story. We follow the evidence, statute by statute, until we know exactly who was right and who was wrong. March 9th, 2026. A YouTuber running an accountability channel out of Kansas City, we'll call him Mr. Moses, is standing on a public sidewalk outside a bank in Senatobia, Mississippi, camera rolling, doing something that is, by itself, completely...
The Kansas City Accountability YouTube channel, who we will refer to as Mr. Moses, was filming with another auditor from a public sidewalk outside a bank in Senatobia, Mississippi, when one of the bank employees approached them. Mr. Moses continued to film and captured the interactions that followed.
I can barely hear you. I couldn't hear. Do you understand? He said he's just taking pictures of license plates and cars.
Oh, okay.
He said, is that okay?
I don't think, well, I mean, I guess.
Do you work here?
Yeah.
You work here. Here.
Plate?
Do you understand?
What you say?
Plate?
License plate? What for?
He said for the boss.
Who's the boss?
The boss.
Who is the boss? Who you work for?
I can't really say. I just don't want to give out his information, man. If that's okay.
Yeah.
We wasn't going to go like enter on you guys' property.
Yeah.
He said we wasn't even going to be long, like a couple hours or so. Are you trying to help us?
Yeah, I mean, I can if you need some help.
Do you have a pen and a piece of paper?
I can get one. What you got?
If you can write down, I can't see what license, the plates that's on the cars behind the white truck.
You the one on the white truck?
No, behind it. The ones behind it.
Who you filming for?
Can you keep a secret?
Yeah.
You know Ray Ray?
I don't know Ray Ray.
You know Bubba?
뭐 아가씨 그들의 힘을 it's
You want me to ask him that?
What's that?
I don't want to ask you
You
that.
can ask me, I don't care. What's that? Yeah, what's up?
Are you the manager here?
Yeah.
Would someone get a copy from you, or would they have to go like down to City Hall?
For what?
Like the floor plan?
No, okay. I mean, I don't have the floor plan.
Would City Hall have a copy of that?
I don't know. Why do you need it?
And unambiguously legal, filming in public. He's not alone. Another auditor is with him. A bank employee wanders over, curious, mostly polite, asking who they're filming for and whether they're going to be long. Nothing here is a crime. Nothing here is even unusual for anyone who's spent time around the First Amendment audit community. This is Tuesday afternoon content. Then the radio crackles. Officer Lowry of the Senatobia Police Department rolls up on a call. Not long after, Lieutenant Hal joins him. And here's where the story stops being about cameras and starts being about power.
He is. You the manager here?
Yeah, I run this deal.
Okay. He told me don't talk to you.
Okay.
You know, and I'm open to talk, but
Yeah, I don't care. I mean, you're not hurting me. No.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
don't get in front of my building.
Yeah.
Football?
Yeah, football.
Good.
Ain't good. They play today.
Nigga.
Would you be able to get those behind the white truck though?
Officer Lowry of the Senatobia Police Department responded to a call regarding the auditors and was later joined by Lieutenant Hal.
What's up?
You say what?
Come talk to you?
Yes, sir.
We're just walking.
That's fine. I just got a call that y'all were
Let's keep walking.
S29 show me scene at Car Quest with those two individuals.
Hey, let's keep walking.
So what's the issue?
You're not walking anywhere.
So we're detained?
Yes, you are.
For what crime?
Because I got a call that the two of you were walking around.
I can barely hear you.
I always got a call that the two of you were walking around and y'all were recording license plates
From public?
over at the bank.
From public?
Okay, that's fine. What are y'all doing?
Just recording from public.
Okay.
But why are we detained
But y'all
though?
were also in Coldwater inside the bank.
We was
doing the
never
same
inside the
thing.
bank.
Damn,
The
you
sheriff
guys-
pulled
you
up.
guys'
You know that.
information is a
You
little
know
off.
that. The sheriff pulled up.
Yeah.
You know we wasn't inside no bank. We never was on the bank. So let me ask you this. Let me ask you
That's
this.
29 dispatch. Could you roll me another unit?
Let me ask you this, Officer Lowry.
Go ahead.
What rights do we have in this situation here that you're here to defend?
I'm just making sure that y'all aren't doing anything because
That's
y'all
not how
got
you.
people
That's
worried.
not how you approach me, though.
Yeah, man. You just said
approach
we
me
detained though.
stopping me from my movement on a public sidewalk.
The lieutenant tells the two men to stop walking. When asked directly whether they're being detained, he says yes. When asked for what crime, he doesn't name one. He tells them there's an active investigation, that someone called in reporting the two of them had been inside the bank, filming license plates in the parking lot. The auditors immediately and repeatedly deny it. They were never inside. They were never in the lot. The body camera footage, the actual hard evidence, not the phone call, backs them up. Throughout the entire encounter, both men remain exactly where the First Amendment protects them, on a public sidewalk.
Obviously, you're going to be difficult. So,
We're not. We
like
just,
I said,
you said we said we go ahead.
like I said,
Go ahead.
there's an active investigation going on right now because there were some people concerned about what y'all were doing.
Who?
So I am here to talk to the two of you to see what's going on so I can let those people know, oh, they're not up to anything illegal. They're not doing anything wrong.
You should tell
okay?
them. You should tell them.
So are you investigating a misdemeanor or a felony? What are you investigating? You just said you're investigating. Are you investigating a misdemeanor?
Well, it depends on what y'all
or
would
a
have been doing if
felony?
it was a misdemeanor or a
But you
felony.
said we detained, so you got to be able to articulate a crime. You just said we're detained.
All right, I'll see what y'all are doing. It's all right.
Now I see what you're doing. You're trying to walk yourself down the wrong path here, bud.
Okay, bud.
Look at you. You're
That's
shaking.
29.
We're not even doing nothing.
Stop
Blow that
shaking.
unit, please.
You're shaking.
Look at this, man. Walking.
Stop me from my movement.
Walking on the
public
sidewalk.
for
Yes, it is a public
because you're
sidewalk.
trying to make people feel better right
Okay,
now.
look, it's a government license plate. That's fine.
Anybody's license
do
plate
you
is
need-
public information.
Why do you need that information, though? Do you
Their
not
license
understand?
plate looks cool. Let me
Do
document
you
it.
not? No. Okay, look. No license plate here looks cool. That's not a valid reason for you to.
Yeah.
That's not a valid reason for
Hopefully,
you.
hopefully this
All
is.
right, be quiet.
Hold on, this
You're
is supervisor. Hopefully this is supervisor.
Don't talk to my officer like that. I don't mind talking to y'all. I'll treat y'all with
You want me to
respect.
cuss at him, or how do you want me to
I
talk
want
to
you
him?
to not call him an idiot.
Okay, so you want me to call him like either a worse word than that, or
No, how about just treat him with respect, and I'll treat you with
when you
respect.
stop somebody on the
They trying to
sidewalk
violate
from
our rights,
walking,
though. It's kind of hard to
why
respect
would I talk
somebody.
to him with respect?
Because he deserves it.
Oh,
Just like
he
you
deserves
deserve it
it.
as well.
So me
As
just meeting
people-
him for the first time ever, and he tells me to stop and don't go anywhere. He deserves it,
Yes, he has that right, sir.
baby.
When we get a
back
phone
bush.
call about people that are possibly walking in banks, videoing license plates in a parking lot.
What bank have you been in?
Then
I haven't
we
been
have
inside of a bank.
Then we have, under law, the right to stop you and question you as part of our investigation.
Maybe.
So let's translate what just happened into plain English, because law enforcement loves to bury simple ideas in official-sounding language. Active investigation here doesn't mean detectives combing through evidence. It means a supervisor decided a phone call on its own with zero independent verification was enough to physically stop two citizens from walking away. That's not policing a crime. That's policing a feeling.
Stop you and question you as part of our investigation.
Lieutenant Howell tells Mr. Moses and his companion that the officers had the right to stop and question them based on a call reporting that they had been inside the bank and recording license plates in the parking lot. The auditors dispute this account, and the body camera footage shows that they remained on the public sidewalk throughout the encounter and did not enter the bank or the parking lot. As we have discussed many times before here on ATA, the Supreme Court held in the 1968 case of Terry v. Ohio that an officer may briefly detain an individual for investigative purposes only when the officer has reasonable suspicion supported by specific and articulable facts that criminal activity is afoot. Additionally, as the Supreme Court explained in the 2014 case of Navarrete v. California, reasonable suspicion for an investigative stop does not need to be based on the officer's personal observation, and officers may therefore initiate a legal detention based on information supplied by another person. Accordingly, Lieutenant Howell and Officer Lowry were legally permitted to rely on the information provided in the call when determining whether an investigative detention was justified. However, it is questionable whether the actions attributed to the auditors in the call, which included filming inside a bank and filming license plates in the parking lot, would give rise to
This is where we hit our first turning point, and where the moral refrain of this story starts. Reasonable suspicion is not a vibe. It's a legal standard, not a mood. The Supreme Court settled this back in 1968 in Terry v. Ohio. An officer can briefly detain someone, but only when there are specific, articulable facts suggesting a crime is happening, has happened, or is about to happen. Not a hunch, not a feeling, not something seemed off. And in 2014's Navarrete v. California, the court did allow that a tip from another person, even an anonymous one, can support that suspicion. So, on paper, Lieutenant Howe and Officer Lowry were allowed to respond to the call. Nobody disputes that part.
that given the security concerns particular to a bank, the officers had reasonable suspicion to detain the auditors. On the other hand, if a court were to find that the call described only lawful conduct and that the officers lacked any independent articulable basis to suspect criminal activity, the detention of Mr. Moses and his companion would likely constitute an unlawful seizure in violation of the Fourth Amendment.
Maybe you should get
I'll
your
run that. Both of you have an ID?
maybe you should get your information correct first.
It is correct.
So we've
You
been
wanna-
inside of a bank.
No, I said
I
we
have a
got
Fourth Amendment
report
right,
that
sir.
you've been inside.
Yeah,
So-
to illegal
And that
searches and
report
seizures.
was
Yes.
This is not an
explained.
illegal search.
And-
or
and
seizure.
for ID.
What bank?
Therefore,
What
I
bank?
need your
Until you
ID.
talk
And
to
for
me, I
ID,
won't
sir.
respond
Hold
to
on,
the
let your
bank.
supervisor.
bank?
You're going to tell you, sir.
What bank?
He's
Here's
not
the
going
deal.
to say
What
anything.
bank?
Here's the deal.
Both of you.
I need your ID.
What bank?
Look at that.
I need your
Give me
ID.
your ID.
Can you answer that? What bank?
I need your ID,
For what?
sir.
You need
I'm
to
now
give
going to
your
tell
ID
you.
now.
Give me
or you
your
will
ID,
go.
or I will place you under arrest.
Oh, that's all we
I
need
get
right
it, I
there.
get it
Thank
from
you.
you.
Thank you.
Under threat of arrest. You shouldn't have said that, sir. We on the sidewalk.
Fucked up, bro.
We on the sidewalk.
You just fucked up.
If you say, if you tell me, you told him.
I will place you under arrest if you don't give me your ID as well.
Okay, and are you aware that's a Fourth Amendment constitutional
I'm aware
violation?
of the Fourth Amendment.
That is.
No, you do not.
What's the Fourth Amendment,
give me
officer?
give me your deal.
Okay.
Alexander Jackson.
Can you say that for me, sir, for me, please?
Give the ID.
To who?
Hey,
give
to
the
who?
ID.
To you?
I'm going to ask you.
No,
give me the
said,
ID.
he said it together.
He didn't. I thought he was talking about to you, though.
No, I said both
of us. Yeah.
Give me your ID, or I will arrest you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Either way.
Okay.
So what is that ID
That's
gonna
twice
do
he
for you?
said that.
That's I didn't hear it. My
That's
bad. I
okay.
thought he was talking to him.
No, that's good.
What is that ID gonna do for you?
It's going to let me figure out who you are.
It's gonna
in
let
my
you know if I've
investigation.
been inside of a bank or
Nope.
not.
It's going to
No.
identify you
No.
as far as
You're
if
the lieutenant.
Yes.
Last time I
You're
checked.
one of the dumbest lieutenants I've
Yes.
ever met.
It's
I
okay.
appreciate that.
And
Thank
that's
you,
your
sir.
First Amendment right to feel that way.
And it's,
Give me one of those.
it's not your
No
First
problem.
Amendment right to be talking to the public with that bullshit in your mouth.
I'm shocked.
Okay.
I'm really just shocked, sir. Especially with you. It's okay with him, but you just supposed to be a little bit more knowledgeable, sir.
I am more
It's
knowledgeable.
not okay with him.
I
He
can
has a
tell you
badge.
that. By
No,
I
no,
can
but
tell you that in the
he's
state of Mississippi during an
experienced.
investigation, I have a right to ask for your
Are
ID.
you investigating a misdemeanor or a
It
felony?
don't matter what I'm investigating as long as I'm
You
investigating.
need a crime, sir.
You're investigating a bird
It
pooping on
don't
the
matter.
sidewalk.
A
You gotta
misdemeanor and a
identify that
felony are
bird.
both a crime,
You know,
so you don't know what you're talking about.
you need
As long
reason-
as I'm investigating a
Reasonable,
call,
articulable
It's okay.
suspicion of a crime.
and I got that. I can articulate my suspicion
Articulate
all
it.
day
For what
long.
crime?
Articulate.
Of a crime.
We had a call.
We had a
of
call.
two
Crime.
individuals
We had a call.
that matched the description of the clothes
Yes,
you're
sir.
wearing
Yes, sir.
about you being in a bank
We wasn't in
and
no
a
bank.
possibly being
Who
out in a
gave
parking
you
lot.
that
I don't
call?
have to tell
That's
you that.
false.
I don't have
So
to tell you that.
so you don't believe in false police reports?
That was
I do
false.
believe in false police reports, but
So
how
let's
am
go.
I?
Let's go.
How do I know it's false until I talk to y'all?
You
That's
should
the
have went
point
to
I'm
the.
trying
You should have went to the
tell you.
caller
You
first.
don't stop me on a public
Well, I don't
sidewalk.
do that because then that gives you
Because he's
time
a
to get
tyrant.
away. I
He's
do
a
that
tyrant.
because I
He's a
talk
tyrant.
to you.
We're not trying to get away, sir. We're not
Okay,
doing
then
nothing.
I don't know why your issues are.
It's not an issue.
what we're gonna do,
the issue,
we're gonna ID you.
The issue came when he.
We're good. It won't come back.
All right, cool. You got a real ID?
Who?
You.
It is a real ID.
Then why does it
Well,
say
it
might be-
for
It
real
might
ID
be because
purposes?
Oh, you talking about for the airport
Yeah,
though,
it might be
man?
because they don't
You
have the airport
Why
stuff.
you
They're dumb.
you
They're
pushing
dumb.
it?
They're dumb. They're dumb.
These are some of the basic calls that you can get, and you escalate
Here's
to
my
something
not
else.
only-
Because he
You
don't have it.
escalated though,
He's
man.
already got it
That's the
stamped.
only
He just
reason
hadn't
I'm asking
re-entered.
you, bro.
But I'm just saying.
He just
I'm just saying
hasn't.
escalated.
Does that hurt you
He
when
ain't
somebody
gone
talks
and got
bad
a
about
stamp
another officer?
on that guy.
Does that get to
Okay.
you?
These are the
Yeah,
simple
because I don't
calls.
like
It
people.
gets
I don't
you.
like people talking about my
So I could
officers.
call him an and you get more upset than he does.
Oh, you're more than welcome to call him.
It's
Call him
a
whatever the
Fourth Amendment
want you.
constitutional
Yeah,
violation
sure
what
can.
you just did. It's
Okay.
Why don't you talk to us with
it's,
respect?
it's not
I am,
okay,
You
sir.
bro.
already violated our
I
rights,
haven't
man.
disrespected y'all.
You
in one way,
violated
form, or fashion.
our right,
You
our
did.
Fourth
You
Amendment
did.
right.
That's a
Okay.
fourth. That's a fourth.
I know you got my identification.
So
You
what's
probably
YouTube
need to go read.
It's too late for
on the
that.
Fourth
He
Amendment
said
right.
we
You
need
talking
to
about
read.
me?
Here's the irony explosion. The call itself, even taken at complete face value, described conduct that isn't a crime. Filming inside a business that's open to the public, not a crime by itself. Filming license plates that are sitting in plain view on a public street, also not a crime. The Fifth Circuit made that explicit in 2017's Turner versus Driver, which covers Mississippi and affirms the right to record police and matters of public interest from public property. So even if you believe the caller word for word, you still don't have a crime. You have two men doing something legal that made somebody uncomfortable.
You talking about me shaking?
But that's how you should have.
Yeah,
That's
you
how
need
you
to
should have
read.
started.
You over here
though.
like this.
You know what we doing. You know who we are, brother.
You suck,
and you
dude.
still pulled up and you escalated
We
it.
don't know who you are. That's why we had to ID
So
you.
look what he just said. He knows. You probably don't know, sir, but he knows.
Yeah, we're still in the middle of investigating.
It's okay.
Okay.
Oh, that's not you.
You're valid, bro.
Between negative NCIC, negative low.
See, they checked us on David, NCIC, FCIC, all that shit. Because we don't know.
No,
I don't know anything about the police world.
There's no such thing as FCIC.
So
He
what-
said there's no such thing as
Lieutenant.
we use NCIC.
So what rights do we have on this sidewalk that you're here to defend? Because we only been on the sidewalk.
You have a, once you check out,
We don't
and
have
we know that you don't
that's
have
where the
any-
He said he's valid.
That's where the violation started, brother.
That's not a
was
violation.
That
Fourth
is.
Amendment.
It's okay.
You keep saying
Do
that.
you know the Fourth Amendment?
He doesn't.
I do.
What
He
is it?
don't. He can't quote it.
You obviously know.
Wait, here we go. He's
He
going to
can't
tell us
quote
to
it.
do it. Say it. Watch.
He can't quote
What's
it.
the Fourth
Do you
Amendment?
know how long the Fourth Amendment falls between case law?
Man, it's not
What
long.
is the
It is
easiest part of the Fourth
extremely long.
Amendment?
Case law, there are hundreds of case laws at the U.S.
okay.
area and at the state level.
Hey, they don't know.
Hundreds of case
I know
laws.
he
They
don't
don't
know.
know.
He can't quote
We're
the Fourth
getting a
Amendment.
trail coming down. We're getting a trail of these dumb officers not understanding the Fourth
Just
Amendment.
basic rights, man. It's simple. Guys recording in public. You should have educated them instead of
He doesn't know who called,
It's
so he
okay.
can't educate.
It's okay.
That was simple. That's all we doing.
But when you are getting the deal that you're having to record
Sir,
inside a bank or you're recording license plates,
we can do
that's
that.
suspicious
Still legal.
activity.
For what?
I can articulate.
But for what crime? What is suspicious about? We can't do nothing.
That is very suspicious to the average
To what
reasonable
crime?
person. To the average
But to what
reasonable
crime?
person.
But what crime though?
To the
What can
average
we do with
reasonable person.
But that's where you come. But listen, hey sir. But you're right. I agree with you.
Yes.
That may, but that's where you come into play to educate them. It's okay, man. But what you just
How do
did.
you know I'm not going over there next?
But what you just did
How do you know
was.
I'm not going over there next?
Like I said,
But what you just did, you just violated our Fourth Amendment constitutional right. Can I get y'all business cards, please, before we
Open
10-8?
yourself up
I don't have any business card. I'll give you my name.
Please, and the CFS, please,
You
sir.
want to know how many we have on YouTube?
My name.
Ask yourself this. If a phone call describing entirely lawful behavior is enough to detain you, hold you, and threaten you with arrest, what exactly is left of the right to walk down a public sidewalk in this country? That's not a rhetorical flourish. That's the actual stakes of this encounter, and it's the ticking clock underneath every second of this body cam footage. Now, watch how the encounter escalates, because this is where controlled stops being an accurate word for either officer. Mr. Moses asks a direct, simple, entirely fair question. Are you investigating a misdemeanor or a felony? It's not a trick question. It's the question every officer should be able to answer if they've genuinely detained someone for a real reason. Lieutenant Howell can't answer it. Instead, he retreats to a phrase that should terrify anyone who cares about the Fourth Amendment. It doesn't matter what I'm investigating, as long as I'm investigating. Read that back. An officer on camera arguing that the mere existence of an investigation is its own justification. No named crime required. That inverts the entire constitutional standard. The investigation doesn't authorize the detention. Specific, articulable facts of a crime authorize the investigation. He has it backwards, and he says so out loud.
I'm Lieutenant Howell.
I need his. Can I get both of y'all on a piece of paper and the CFS?
No, I'll tell it to you. You're recording. You can be able to get it from there.
Okay, I'm just trying.
Yeah,
I
I'm just-
see.
They're
I'm
not
just
reasonable.
required to get
I
it.
They're
see.
not reasonable.
I'm just required to give you my name
Okay,
and
can
my
I
badge
get
number.
the CFS as well, please?
I'm required to give you my name and my badge number, and that's what I'll give you.
Where's your weapon?
Can I get the
I
CFS?
don't have it right now.
Oh, okay.
Can
I
I
was
get-
just wondering. That looked
Can I get the
a little off.
CFS though, sir, please? Can you radio over for the CFS, the cab,
Who are
please?
you?
No, you're not getting that.
Okay.
You're allowed to get my name, my badge number. That's what you're getting.
Mr. Moses repeatedly asks Lieutenant Howell for the CAD CFS number associated with the call that brought the officers to the scene, and Lieutenant Howell refuses to provide it, stating that he's only required to give his name and badge number. A CFS, or Call for Service number, is the unique tracking identifier assigned by a police department's computer-aided dispatch, or CAD, system when a call comes in, and it functions as the primary index for locating the associated dispatch records, body camera footage, officer reports, and any other documentation generated in connection with the incident. Mississippi has no statute that requires a law enforcement officer to identify themselves or to provide any specific information to a member of the public during an on-scene encounter. So Lieutenant
Here's the plain English translation of why that single sentence matters more than almost anything else in this encounter. In 2004, the Supreme Court decided Heibel v. 6th Judicial District Court of Nevada, ruling that police can require a detained person to identify themselves, but only in states that have passed a specific stop and identify statute. Nevada has one. A number of other states have one. Mississippi does not. There is no law on the books in Mississippi that criminalizes refusing to give your name or ID to an officer during a stop, which means the threat of arrest wasn't backed by any
Yes,
actual authority.
Detective
No, the
Perret.
other guy.
Right here. I just told you, Detective Perret.
So you got word that we were inside of a bank.
We got a call.
From?
It got to be
It
them.
don't matter.
It got to be them. It got to be
No, it
them.
don't.
Yes.
It don't matter who it's from.
It's
So how do
okay.
you know
Then, hey,
about...
if it's public information, then guess what? Go file you
Oh,
a public records report.
I will. I'm going to get
Up here
all
to
of it,
PD.
everything about
They
it.
will be more than happy to give you the public records report. They'll give you the call. They'll give you the CAD notes.
Yeah.
They'll give you the body cam
Because if
and
the
all
second
of that
that
stuff. You're
call
more than
says
welcome to it.
these individuals are outside recording, you're f***ed. If it doesn't say anything about us being inside of that bank, you're f***ed.
Well, you know, I'm glad that you studied law, and I wish you would put it to better use than what you're doing now.
This is
This is
the best thing I can
basic.
do.
This is
I served
basic.
my
This
country
is
already.
basic.
What else can I be doing that's better?
How'd you serve your country?
I swore an oath to the United States Constitution, and I got a uniform. And
What kind of uniform?
I'm not going to tell you guys.
Okay. Well, I mean,
Just
but you
know
want to
I
know
swore
everything
an oath
about
to the-
me.
Oh, no,
then
Because you're
I don't know
will
about you.
know
You're
everything about
public.
You
You're
will?
public.
Yes.
Okay.
It's just you public.
What would
sir.
you like to know?
Oh, I'll get it.
Okay.
All the
I mean,
things
so you gonna
don't-
10-8
you don't
now?
like to tell the
Are
public.
you gonna come by and eat dinner with me?
Shit, you offering me?
Yeah, man.
Hey, Larry,
Anybody's welcome to my house to eat
we
dinner.
gonna 10-8
I do.
You
man.
and your wife.
I do.
You do?
Are we going to
Yeah,
10-8?
Depends what you make.
Yeah.
This is just
Then we
extra,
can sit
man.
down and have a
Y'all-
reasonable
y'all 10-8.
conversation.
Yeah,
You
I'm
know what
okay
10-8
with
mean?
We do plain talk. We don't do that.
We don't
Yeah, you
use
do.
10 codes.
You know what 10-8 is.
We don't
So
use
what-
10
but you know what it
What
is,
would you have
though.
done if
We
I
don't
would have
use
kept
10
walking
codes.
on
I'm
the
just saying,
sidewalk?
are we gonna
What
like
would you have done
y'all
if I
check
would
this
have kept walking
out?
on the sidewalk and I didn't stop
Well, it
and
was an
talk?
active investigation. If you're still walking on the sidewalk and you,
Yeah, that's what I'm telling them. That's what I'm telling them. Can we just 10-8? Y'all
You
check
guys-
this
you guys
out.
just-
Oh, they
hey,
can?
We here conducting the First Amendment protected activity. It's
The
protected.
investigation
They want
is
to
not
stay.
over yet.
Y'all
It
are
is
ready
not
to
over.
go.
It
You
is
need
over.
to know what happened.
I don't care
Who
what
said
you need
what?
to know.
But you stopped me from my everyday rights I have as a citizen of this United States.
He don't even
of America.
understand it.
Speak to y'all for 2 seconds.
Yeah,
Y'all
you
can
good. You
keep
good.
recording.
I like. You're a detective. You're
wanna
not
speak to
at
me?
that level yet.
Go ahead.
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
All right. So, the
He just violated our Fourth Amendment constitutional right, though, sir. Go ahead.
give me just a second.
Go ahead, sir.
All right. Y'all are allowed to video, do whatever you
Thank
want
you, sir.
out in public.
That's all
That's
we
what
was
we
doing.
We had a call that someone was recording in a private establishment. Okay? That's why we are here.
Or the
In.
in.
That's why we have to do our due diligence. Okay.
Why wouldn't you go there
And that's
first?
and that's just alleged. That's say so. He threatened us
Are y'all
under
gonna-
arrest.
Because
Because
there are
No, go
three-
ahead.
listen,
Let-
there are
let- go
three
ahead, 'cause he's
officers
been
here,
reasonable.
right?
Go ahead.
3 officers are here. Not one of you guys have gone down there and asked if we were inside the establishment.
We have to go off of what dispatch gives us. and
That's how people get shot and killed, bro.
They went off say so. Y'all went off say so.
You guys did the wrong- it's the
And
wrong
what's just the only thing that's sad about this is cops always say this is what they want. They want to get arrested. That ain't what we want. I even pulled out the Constitution to give you a hint. Y'all know exactly what we doing. He said, "What's your YouTube
We
channel?"
don't want you to get arrested.
Man, come on, man.
We-
You,
look,
you
we-
just said you'll arrest me
I
for
said
nothing.
I will
Just
if
because
you
some-
did not give me ID so I
Yes,
can continue my investigation.
That's a violation, though.
It is not.
And you're not even
in the
aware.
state of Mississippi,
You're not
I
even
am
aware.
allowed to
It's
ID
okay.
you during an
We on
investigation.
foot.
You can be on
It's
footage.
okay, sir.
Fine.
Was you investigating a misdemeanor or a felony?
It don't matter. It's any investigation under
But
the state
what
of
was
Mississippi
you
law.
investigating? A misdemeanor or a
I don't
felony?
know, because in
It
order
was
to
neither.
investigate it, I can't
Sir,
tell.
it was nothing.
You have to do an investigation to tell if a crime committed, and then if the crime's committed, depending on what the crime is when you figure out
To
if it's a
detain somebody,
misdemeanor
you got to
or it's
articulate a
arrest.
crime. To
No,
detain
you have
someone.
to articulate
a crime.
reasonable suspicion
Of a crime.
Nope, reasonable suspicion.
That's what you think. Okay.
It wasn't enforcing a law. It was theater dressed up as law enforcement. A bluff delivered with a badge and a raised voice, banking on the fact that most people don't know the statute doesn't exist. That's the gap between what was officially said and what was actually true. Lieutenant Howell spoke with the total confidence of a man citing settled law. The law he was citing didn't apply to the state he was standing in. Reasonable suspicion is not a vibe. That's twice now, and we're not done. Then comes the moment that turns this from a gray area stop into a documented constitutional violation. Lieutenant Howell demands identification from both men. When they push back, citing their Fourth Amendment rights, he doesn't back down. He escalates. "Give me your ID," he says, "or I will place you under arrest." Not once, to both of them, individually, under direct threat.
go about our we follow through.
Well, then follow through however you
Yeah,
see
y'all are
fit.
free to go.
You
for
got, but you
investigation.
got our IDs though. That's where the big.
It's a violation.
Because we have a right to do so.
No,
No,
no
you
sir.
Yes.
It's a
And
violation.
you
It's
guys,
okay.
I'm waiting for you guys
He's-
to drive over there.
He's gonna learn. They're gonna learn.
You will learn. Good luck. See you, Larry. No, take that out your mouth, boy.
This is Cinetopia.
Hey, this is illegal as hell. Look at this.
Thank y'all. Y'all have a good evening.
Sad case, man.
Look at this window tint. You know this is illegal. You can't drive around.
Hey, I
with
appreciate you
windows
for at least just being reasonable. You'll de-escalate.
Just be careful
You're-
being in the road.
We need to be careful on the law enforcement, man.
You guys are the dangerous ones.
They didn't pour me. Hey, let me ask you something real quick. Honest to God. On the
Yeah, do me a favor, Sam.
what is the law on temp tags here in Mississippi?
Temp tags?
Yes.
Out of state. Out of state.
Out of
I
state.
mean, we don't observe temp tags as being a tag.
So that's considered as no tag.
Especially.
Even if you just bought your car.
We pull you over, you show us proof that you just bought the car, we go on about our day.
Something different just happened to us. But it's okay. You'll see that too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, y'all be careful. Have a good day.
Yeah, we more gotta
Try to
work.
stay out of the road.
We
Watch
never
your
was in the
traffic,
road,
okay?
man.
After running Mr. Moses's and his companion's identification and confirming that neither had any outstanding issues, the officers ended the detention and allowed them to leave. Mr. Moses then proceeded directly to the Senatobia Police Department, where he submitted a formal complaint regarding the encounter, along with a public records request for the Associated Dispatch records. As of the date of writing this episode, it is unclear whether Mr. Moses intends to pursue any further legal action arising out of the encounter. Overall, Officer Lowry and Lieutenant Howe get an F for threatening arrest to compel the production of identification without any cognizable legal authority, prolonging a detention without articulating any potential criminal conduct that they were investigating, and treating reasonable suspicion as a label that could be applied to any call for service, rather than a conclusion that is tied to specific articulable facts. Even assuming that a court were to find that the call provided a colorable basis for an initial investigative stop, given the security concerns particular to a bank, the intrusiveness of the encounter that followed quickly exceeded any such justification. When asked what offense they were investigating, neither officer could identify one.
And here's the moral refrain a third and final time, because it's the thesis of this entire encounter. Reasonable suspicion is not a vibe. It's not a feeling an officer gets. It's not an investigation justifying itself in a circle. It's a specific legal threshold. And when officers can't meet it, the correct move is to let people go, not to manufacture leverage with an empty threat of arrest. Let's run the parallel narrative here, because accountability cuts both ways, and a channel built on evidence doesn't get to ignore the parts that don't fit a clean villain story. Both auditors, at various points, called the officers dumb, mocked Lieutenant Howe's understanding of case law, and generally leaned into a tone that was sharp, mocking, and at times deliberately provocative. That's worth naming plainly. It's also worth naming plainly that none of it matters constitutionally. Being rude to a police officer is not a crime.
As a substitute for the articulable facts that the Constitution actually requires to detain an individual. Now, Mr. Moses and his companion, they get an A- for remaining on public property and within the bounds of their First Amendment rights throughout the encounter, clearly articulating their objections to the detention and the related constitutional concerns, and pursuing accountability through public records and complaint processes, rather than through escalation on scene. Both auditors stayed on the public sidewalk and never entered private property, filming only from public property. When confronted with a detention that they believed to be unlawful, they identified the specific constitutional violations involved, asked pointed questions about the basis for the stop, and requested the officers' identifying information and the CFS number so that the encounter could be documented. Although their tone was at times sharp and disrespectful, their speech remained within the protections of the First Amendment, and they did not physically resist, attempt to flee, or take any action that could have given the officers a basis to escalate the encounter further. After the detention ended, Mr. Moses followed through by going to the Senatobia Police Department to file a complaint and submit public records requests, which is the appropriate channel for challenging official conduct of this kind. That said, I question the efficacy of conducting an audit at a bank, where the security concerns inherent to the location make a police response not only likely, but in some respects, understandable, and where the resulting encounter is more likely to test the boundaries of reasonable suspicion, rather than to
Insulting someone's intelligence is not resisting, evading, or obstructing. The First Amendment protects unpopular, obnoxious, and disrespectful speech every bit as much as it protects polite speech. The Supreme Court has said as much repeatedly. So while the tone in this video is sharp on both sides, only one side had the power to detain, threaten, and demand compliance under color of law. That asymmetry is the whole point. After nearly 20 minutes of back and forth, questions about badge numbers, refusals to release the call for service number that would let the men verify what dispatch actually said, and a running argument about what rights apply on a public sidewalk, the officers ran the identification, found nothing, and let both men go. No citation, no arrest, no crime named, then or ever. Mr. Moses walked straight to the Senatobia Police Department and filed a formal complaint, along with a public records request for the dispatch records tied to the call. As of this recording, it's unclear whether that complaint or any further legal action has gone anywhere. So here's the grading. Officer Lowry and Lieutenant Hale earn a failing mark. They threatened arrest to compel identification with zero statutory authority to back that threat up in the state of Mississippi. They treated an unverified phone call describing lawful conduct as if it were self-evidently criminal. And when directly asked what crime they were investigating, neither one could name a single one, because there wasn't one. Mr. Moses and his companion earn a strong mark, not a perfect one. They stayed on public property the entire time. They never physically resisted, never attempted to flee, never crossed a line that would have justified escalation. They correctly cited constitutional concepts, even if their tone occasionally overshadowed their argument. And afterward, they did exactly what accountability is supposed to look like. They filed a complaint and requested the public record instead of escalating further on scene. But here's the honest caveat this channel exists to make. Conducting an audit at a bank is a uniquely risky choice. Banks carry security concerns that make a police response almost automatic, and in some respects, understandable. That doesn't excuse what happened once officers arrived without a named crime, but it does mean this particular location was always more likely to produce a murky, contested encounter than a clean case of unambiguous overreach. Here's your homework, and here's the actual document behind tonight's episode. Mississippi has never passed a stop and identify statute. You can verify that yourself by pulling up Mississippi's criminal code sections dealing with obstruction and disorderly conduct, publicly available through the Mississippi legislature's own website, and searching for any requirement that a detained person provide identification. You won't find one. Read it yourself. Then answer this in the comments. If an officer threatens arrest based on a law that doesn't exist in his own state, is that a misunderstanding of policy, or is that a deliberate bluff? If this case moved you, hit like. Share it with someone who still thinks just comply and you'll be fine settles every police encounter. Subscribe to Police Misconduct Case and turn on notifications, because we're back every week with the next case, the next body camera, and the next document nobody wanted you to read.